Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. This is Gigi. Come on and get your 1K. This is Walking 1K with Gigi. Here in the 757, it's cloudy, but it's a nice, cool fall morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. We are going to rejoice and we are going to be glad in it. Oh my goodness. Back into our daily bread. I was in my prayer time. And you know what? I thank God for this daily bread because it always um, opens our minds about so many things. The title today for our daily bread is A Distinct Cry. And my gem nugget is God knows our distinct cry. That word distinct kept on speaking to me. Well, Isaiah 30, verse 19 says, People of Zion who live in Jerusalem, you will weep no more. How gracious he will be when you cry for help. As soon as he hears, he will answer you. And you know, the part that I was really zoning in, the part that says how gracious he is. He will help you when he hears your cry. But the thing that came to my mind is that he knows our different types of cries, just like a baby. And it was talking about how this university, Brown University, they did tests on newborn babies' cries, and they could measure like the pitch, the volume, how clear the cry was uh, to let you know what the baby was going through, what type of cry, why was the baby crying, and they did those tests. You know, if you're a parent, especially a mother, you know the different types of cries of your children. But the thing about God, he responds to all of them. He responds to all of our different types of cries. It says here that Isaiah prophesied that God would hear the distinct, there's that word again, cries of his people, determine their heart's condition, and respond with grace. I like that because I was thinking about, yesterday was National Daughters Day and our sweet Candy. And I was thinking back when she was a baby. And when she was born, she was like, I'm here. She came out crying and it was loud and everything. On the other hand, our son, when he was born, all I could hear was a slap from the doctor. It was kind of scary because it took him a while to cry, but that's another story. But back to Candy. I knew her different types of cries. I remember in the beginning, we were trying to fool her because this was our first baby, and some of the young mothers don't know nothing about this now. But, you know, you had to take the formula, make sure it was sterilized. You know, you sterilize the bottles and everything, and you had to wait till the bottles cooled off. I remember the first few times we fed her, and we said, oh man, we got to sterilize. And so you had to wait until the bottles cooled down. And in the meantime, we were trying to fool her with water. And so she knew the difference, even then, between water and formula, and the babies usually do. So when she had the formula, it was like she was happy. When she tasted that water, we could see that face tune up. No, this ain't it. So we had to hurry up and get that water cooled down. I remember as she kept growing, one time she was crying and crying, and we knew the difference. If she was hungry, she'd cry, you feed her, she'd be okay. We tried to keep her as dry and full as possible, so she wasn't much of a baby that cried a lot. She slept well during the night, but there was one point where she kept crying and we couldn't figure out, my husband and I couldn't figure out why she crying. I told my mom, I said, Mom, I don't know why she keeps crying. It look like whatever we do, she won't stop crying. And my mom said she might be colicky. And that meant gas had built up. She said, the babies can't talk to you and tell you, and that's how they do it. So I took her to the pediatrician, and sure enough, because of the formula that she was on, she was colicky, so we had to change the formula. And after that, I remember my tears and my crying. My mom knew the difference between my cries, because I was one that would cry mostly when I was mad. And when she knew I was crying because I'm mad, she said, "Oh, that ain't nothing but crocodile tears." Or I would cry because I got caught doing something. Not that I was sorry, I was crying because I got caught doing something. And she knew all the different types of cries. And God knows all your different types of cries, your distinct cry. And especially when you cry out for help. But the beautiful thing about God, he responds to all of them. He don't care how he has his different ways of responding to your cry. See, the bottom line, he responds. He doesn't ignore. Even if he knows it's crocodile tears, if he knows you're real in trouble, if he knows you're crying because you need help, he knows it. If you're crying because you're mad, he knows it. Oh my gosh, I just want you to know that God knows our distinct cry. And see, he responds to it. He knows how to respond to it. Let me read that again. It says how gracious he will be when you cry for help. As soon as he hears, he will answer you. He will respond to all of your distinct cries. Isn't that good news? Isn't that good news as you're walking with me this 1K? Oh, I love this morning because although it's cloudy, it feels so good. Now, I just want to remind you, it's just like, this kind of goes into our lesson for Church School Live tonight. Join me for Church School Live. It's your weekly Sunday school lesson, your weekly church school lesson. You have no excuse because you can join me as I teach from the International Sunday School Lessons. This is a lesson that's coming up for Sunday, October the 1st, inward and outward. Because see, as we're going to see tonight, of course, God doesn't look at the outside. He knows the heart. We're going to talk about the importance of having a circumcised heart. See, I always had problems when they talked about circumcision and the Jews. Well, what about us women? But anyway, that's another story. But what he wants us, so we say women because we are still responsible for having a circumcised heart. All of us are to have a circumcised heart. I don't want to get too far into that, but oh my goodness. Join me for Church School Live. Don't make sure you subscribe to the Gem Nugget channel. Now I'm getting ready. I'm walking towards one of my friends here because we're going to get another testimonial about the benefits of this walking this 1K. This past week I shared a video of my friend Lynn up in New Jersey getting them steps on in physical therapy. Now I got another friend, and I noticed yesterday in her story, she was so happy. And I had to give her props. She said she had gotten her 7,900 and some steps, and we're gonna talk with her. We're gonna see what she says about the benefits of walking. She's one of our city's awesome bus drivers, and she's been watching me walk because one day she said, well, I'm going to be walking like you. I'm going to be walking like you. And I saw her put up there yesterday. She had close to 8,000 steps. I think it was 7,900 and some steps. So we getting ready to talk to my friend. She's going to tell you for herself the benefits of walking. Hey y'all, this is my friend Tanisha, one of our awesome bus drivers in the city. And you know what, I told you I was just excited. She shared a story yesterday about how she had walked over 7,000 steps, like 7,900 and something. And she's just going to tell you how walking benefits her. Go ahead, girl.
Walking is really wonderful. Not only does it do great for your physical body, but for your mental status as well.
All right.
Because it just, you be in the elements, it gives you a chance to slow everything down and take time to just really get on one-on-one. Not only with your physical, but your mental.
All right.
They both have to line up together. Which is the ultimate mind, body, and soul.
All right now. And you know, that is one of them. I know a lot of people, they walk to lose weight. They walk to, you know, get the body back in. You know, we've had a lot of testimonies like my friend Lynn physically. But this is a very important benefit.
Right.
And like you said, the mental. You know, like when I talk to y'all about every morning and y'all are listening to me, and that helps, you know, people to get into their mood. But
it ain't right.
Come on now.
There's nothing else.
Oh, you said you gotta get that head right.
Get your head right.
Hey, that'll preach. Yeah,
That's
you gotta
right.
get that head right.
That's right.
You gotta get that head right. But I thank you, Tanisha. I thank you, Tanisha, for sharing that, because I just want people to know that there are benefits, all types of benefits.
Right.
Like I talked about, sir, the return on your investment. When you walk, what you get back from walking. You said physical and very importantly mentally.
And it's not a competition.
Oh no.
You do at your own pace,
there
at
you
your
go.
own time. Whatever that you can do, every little step counts.
All right. Well, you heard it. You heard it from Miss Tanisha, one of our finest in this city, our bus driver. You keep on going. You go, girl.
Right. Thank
you
y'all.
go, girl. You know,
y'all
you see,
can do it.
I tell you, I'm about at 6,000 steps now, so I'm gonna hurry up and clean these raindrops and get it done. What? Okay, okay. Well, you keep it up. You keep it up.
Thank you, Miss Gail.
All right. Y'all heard it. The benefits. Hey, good morning. The benefits of walking, not just physical, but mental. All right now. So don't forget, again, what my gem nugget was this morning was God knows all your distinct cries. And guess what? He responds to it. And don't forget, join me for Church School Live. Get your October 1st lesson, inward and outward. All right, bye.